All right, friends. So we were talking about how to overcome objections, right? So we were talking about one of the tough objection that you actually face, that when the customer says that your price is too high, right? And we have seen that this is not a objection, or this is not actually a challenge. It's an opportunity to show the value of your product. It's an opportunity to build the trust and also seal the deal. So that's exactly what we are going to continue in this session also. So your price is so high. That's the question, right? So we have already discussed one of the strategy that you're going to use is you will be asking a question in return. Whenever they say, the customer says that your price is high, you will be answering this question with another question. What is that? You will ask, are you talking about the price or the cost? So, what is price and what is the cost? Price is the amount that they pay today, but cost include what they gain or lose over a period of time. So, framing this difference and understanding this difference immediately shift the conversation to a deeper understanding of value. So you can explain the value of your product. You can actually make them understand about your product. And if you are clear about FBA, we have already discussed about FBA, the features, benefit, and the advantage, right? So if you have very good clarity about all these, then you will not be facing any problem. So this part of the discussion we have already done, and we have done the role play also. Okay. So now, see, what you can do is you can also use a piece of paper always, because when you are explaining these things in terms of numbers, you can make a comparison with a competitor also. So you will be, if you are getting any competitor name at that point of time from the mouth of the customer itself, then you will be able to make a comparison. You may be able to bring in with the numbers. When you are very clear about your FBA, this is going to be better. Okay. So speak clearly about what makes your product valuable, so they can hear the conviction in your voice, and show that in terms of numbers, and you can make a proper comparison between the price and the cost. Now, let them physically see that you are writing and explaining it. That will be in case of high ticket sales and all. If you see, if you observe, when we are taking the webinars, you can see that I'm writing in iPad and I'm making you understand the value, right? So exactly the same thing is what you can do. So this strategy not only conveys your message, but also help the customer feel involved in the process. Throughout the discussion, the customer feel involved. So you try to write and explain the things. That's again very important. Always ask right question. Don't forget about that. A question need to be answered with a question. Okay. So see, once you get this kind of objection, you can say, compared to what? So first thing that you can ask is, are you talking about the cost or price? So if you are having very good clarity about the cost, and if you feel that you have a competitive advantage with the cost, okay, so if you are very clear about the FBA, then that's the first question. Or you can simply ask this also, compared to what? So then what's the advantages? This help you to identify their benchmark. So whether it's another product, or he's talking about another competitor, or just some random assumption. See, customer always, even think about your situation also. You are first time when you want to buy something, and then you ask for the price. When the salesperson tell you the price, you will say the price is high. That is natural. So, or he might have studied and he know the market, he know about the product, and he will be telling that. So there are multiple possibilities. Or he might be talking about comparing with any competitor. So you need to know. So if you are asking this question, compared to what, what's the advantage here is, you'll get his benchmark. You will understand another product with which he is comparing. Then if you have that FBA advantage, and if you are clear with your FBA, okay, then you can seal the deal. Or you will get to know the competitor that he's talking about. Again, you can make the comparison. Or you will come to know that he's randomly making an assumption. Then this is going to be a easy deal again. So you can also ask following with this, compared to what, you can ask. And then you can also ask, keep these lines exactly like this. It's a proper script that you can actually follow. So first, you will be asking, sir, are you talking about the price or the cost? Then you will be asking, compared to what? And then you can ask, have you found a less expensive solution? Right. So now, if they have, then you can ask for details of that, and this will again allow you to highlight where your product stands out. and why it's worth the investment. So you need to get an answer. You need to get an answer for compared to what, right? Or you need to get an answer, have you found a less expensive solution? Then he will tell another solution. If he's saying that the price is expensive, he might be telling that, right? Then that is an opportunity again for you, that you can highlight, your value, or the product's value, and why it stands out, and why it is expensive, and what is the difference between the price that you're spending today and the cost, that something which you're going to save over a period of time. Now, always remember this one thing: try to simplify and quantify. So when you talk about any investment from their side, that means the amount that they are going to spend for you, for your product, try to simplify it, make it very less. Okay. And the benefit that they're going to get, always try to quantify. So when you talk also, that's why I told you that physical the discussion will be better. When you simplify, you will tell like this is what you're spending, this is what you're getting. I hope you got it. When I say simplify and quantify, you're telling the customer that this is what you're spending and this is what you're getting. For example, if you see my course that cost you 1 lakh, right? 1 lakh plus GST for the mentorship program. So I won't be pitching it like that. If I'm saying 1 lakh, a normal person, a normal business person will come and think that this is too much, very expensive at this stage of mine. It is not possible. But what if I can break it down? I'm telling you like this: 1 lakh divided by 12 months. So per year, 1 year, it is 1 lakh. So per month, it will be 8,300 something. And if that is the case, per day, it comes around 275 rupee. So what I'm telling you is, I'm not telling you 1 lakh for, this business coaching or for my mentorship. I'm telling you, you are just spending 275 rupee per day, right? That's peanuts for you. And you will be making, with the help of the strategies and discussions and the mentorship, you'll be making 1 crore a year. So by spending 275, you're going to make 1 crore or 2 crore a year. So then that is what I mean by simplify and quantify. Always try to do that. When the customer want to spend something, make it simple, and what the benefit when you highlight, make it huge. Okay. So uh, again, always try to compare it to something relatable, like, uh, there should be a product that you should be getting as a reference. Then it is going to be very easy for you, right? Now, in this case, when I'm talking about the investment that you need to make to attend my mentorship program, what I can tell, I won't tell you that it is 1 lakh that you need to spend. So by hearing 1 lakh itself, people will be afraid, whether you make 1 crore or 2 crore or 10 crore after attending the mentorship program. But still, when I say 1 lakh, that's a big amount for any normal person. So what I'll tell you is, it's 275 per day. Okay, so ultimately that will be 1 lakh per year. So I will be charging a high ticket and it's a 1 lakh rupee course, but I will not be telling that. I'll be telling 275 per day, and that's the cost of a coffee when you're going to Starbucks, or that's the cost of a movie, right? Or something like that. You will be telling. You'll compare it. That's just a the price of a coffee that you used to have evening. So then it becomes very simple. So that again will affect the mind of the customer, and the chances of his converting will be very easy. So show them what seems like, so big upfront, right? Which means what he's going to get. Like you are going to get, or you are going to make this is a benefit, and this is expense. Okay. Now, again, try to build trust. So always acknowledge the customer's concerns with respect and gratitude. So saying something like, thank you for your honesty. So, suppose you are asking, compared to what? Okay. And then he is giving you an answer compared to the other competitor. Or when you're asking, have you found any better solution or any less expensive solution? Yes, this is the case. He is talking about another product or another competitor. Then what the best thing that you can do is, thank you for your honesty. I'll explain why we stand out. So he will definitely appreciate that. Okay, so that will actually help you to build a strong emotional connect. That's definitely going to help you in the closing. So it shows you respect their viewpoint. And from there, you can present the logical facts and examples to support your product's value. So you acknowledge his honesty. So he got that emotional connect with you, and now he will respect. your viewpoint because you have respected your point, or yeah, you have respected his point. So definitely this is going to be the opportunity if you get something like that answer. So we need to get an answer, and then from there onwards you can present the numbers, you can make the comparison, you can present the logical facts, you can explain the cost, you can explain the benefits, do the FBA analysis properly, draw it or write it and explain it, close the deal. Okay, so here, see, people are buying out of emotion mostly. So here, emotion is there on the one side, he got the emotional connect, and the other side, the reason also. So the logic also. So the balance of emotion and the reason actually help in building the trust and understanding and finally closing the deal. Also, one thing that you can do is share the real life success stories. So like you can almost everything is done, so you can tell that I had a similar customer like you, and see, he understood everything, and he's willing to take it, but price is the problem ultimately. So what you can say is I remember that I had a similar customer, like whatever questions you have asked me, exactly the same as what he asked also, and whatever your concern, exactly same was his concern also at one point of time, but he is now very successful. I can give his reference, and if possible in front of him you dial that person and give the phone call to that person, and tell him that you call his name, tell that I have a customer, he's having the same when he came to me and he discussed with me, your face came to my mind because your same concern and issues is what he's having. The same problems that you had when you came to me is what this person is also experiencing, and I will give my phone to him, you can talk to him. So you then they will make a discussion, and then your customer will tell that you go with the deal, and you will be happy in the future. So then the deal is closed actually. So in such kind of situation, the testimonials or the previous customers will actually help you. If you don't have, you can make them, you can make your staff also get prepared for that. So these are different strategies anyway to close the deal. Again, see, guys, there is a difference between closing and negotiating. Okay, see, it's essential to distinguish between closing a deal and negotiating. Price discussions fall under negotiation, but closing should might be done before also. Like in this case, which I have told you, they understood everything, they want to buy the product. So the question is, keep the price apart. Are you happy with the product? Are you willing to buy? If you are not worried about the price, then the closing is done. Okay, so I hope this is very clear. When the customer is convinced about your product and its overall value, closing is done. So what my point is, address all the objections first and make sure they are ready to proceed. Then go with the price and then start negotiating. Don't try to negotiate or discuss a price or increase or decrease in between. Then they may find another issue and then that keep on going. So try to address all the objections, and finally only you will be talking about the price. Before you talk about the price, make very sure that everything else you are clear about and you don't have any problem with the product. Price is your only issue. Okay, so keeping price aside like this, you can show it like this. This is keeping your price aside like this. Everything else is solved or what? Yes. Then you talk about the price. Okay, so then only you will be bringing up the pricing part. So this approach basically ensures that the negotiation will focuses solely on the finalizing terms or final price, and not again going to convince the customer about the product's worth. So here negotiating phase, you're not going to prove the price or the cost or worth or the value of the product. Here only the pricing part and the finalizing part. Okay, so again, finally, you ask a decisive question that clarify the customer stance. Is the like what we have discussed now? Is the price the only concern stopping you from signing in today or buying the product today? If he says yes, what does that mean? You have successfully eliminated all other objections. From here, move into negotiation confidently. So knowing the value you have already demonstrated, you can be very confident when you're now talking about the price, and you can finalize the terms and everything is over. So remember, when the customer says your price is too high, they are giving you golden opportunity to close the sale. What all things you will do, whatever I have discussed is what you're going to do. You will be asking, are you talking about the price or the cost? If he is telling price or cost, He first won't understand. Then you explain. Price is what you pay today, cost is this. Have very good idea about the FBA, features, benefit, and advantage of your product. Make them understand the value of the product. You can also ask compared to what. Again, you are opening a window of discussion. You will also ask, have you found a less expensive solution? Then again, you will be getting an answer. You will be getting an answer either related to your competitor or a product where again you can make a comparison and you can prove your worth. So these are, golden opportunities. Whenever you see the price is too high, normally what salespeople will do is even they also have this in mind that our price is high. So it's okay. So yeah, what I want to tell you is when we talk about this handling this price objection, it's not about lowering the rates. It's all about raising the customer's understanding of value, make them understand the value of your product. So whatever techniques we used, like these questions that you need to ask, right? Simplifying the cost and sharing relatable experiences, you can turn any objection into a successful sale. So use this approach, practice it, and watch how objections become stepping stones to a greater success in your life. We will have some role plays also. So that's about this session. Thank you so much for watching.